everybody. This is Michael DeGioia with the Affinity Legends of Wall Street Trading Room. So far, guys, I'm 2 days into my New Year resolution, and I've worked out for both days. So I'm going to continue to try to keep that up. And so continues, I'm also going to try to continue to keep my trading green and positive for 2016. I had a nice profitable trading day yesterday, surprisingly. When we woke up yesterday morning, it was the financial world as we know it is coming to an end. And then today, things are a little bit better than they were yesterday. So let's get started, guys. SEDGD. Let's take a look at GDG. First off, guys, anybody who's been watching Mankind, I don't know what the news is. It did plunge. I don't show it as being a stop out, but certainly not responding the way that we wanted it. We thought it was going to explode to the upside in Mike Gargano fashion, but it certainly did not do that. So guys, trade that one with caution. We do have a lot of our stocks that we've been following gapping up. So let's start with the first one, which was a stock that's not one that we've been watching, SEGD, DG, gapping up. This is Solar Edge Technologies, gapping up nicely. The daily chart is very, very beautiful. I mean, there's really nothing I can say except that it's a beautiful daily chart. Pulled back into the moving averages, skyrocketed yesterday, gapping up to 29.65, which is like right here above 29.50. With that being said, 29.50, $30, okay? $32 is the high, okay? And, so that's probably where it's going to go. So let's get our first whiteboard together for 2016. Nice trades, Jay. Dr. J, beautiful trades on Checkpoint. VZ was Verizon. That's the one. VZ is Verizon, Mario. Just plain old VZ. I don't, guys, Fitbit could break out above this daily high here. If it does, it's got tons of clear air. This would be a daily breakout on Fitbit. I had some trouble getting shares. So I was able to get some money on, I'm going to sell some quick here. Well, that was a nice green profit for about a millisecond. Maybe it'll go again. $31. It got there so fast. It's very spready, Fitbit. I was trying to buy some shares. I couldn't get filled, so that told me that maybe this was going to go. All over the map. When it prints on the offer, you're up a lot. When it prints on the bid, you're not up as much. Let's see how this goes. I'm not going to stress out over it. It's 300 shares. It should go higher. If it breaks on the daily, I should have stressed out over. That's how you can watch. That's how you can let a few pennies turn into dollars of loss, right? Because you don't hit the bid when you were green $30. All I had to do was hit the bid. Let's see if it makes one more run, impulse. This still looks good. I mean, the chart looks good. It probably will pull back, though. KSS gave it up. Sometimes you got to take the money and run, guys. KSS was nice. Now it's not looking quite so nice. Macy's was beautiful, and it still looks good on Macy's. Okay, I just got filled on that one that I couldn't get filled on with Fitbit. Maybe I'm going to be happy about that. Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe yes. Maybe no. The 1 minute looks great on Fitbit. The 5 minute, all right, maybe a 1, 2, 3 continuation. Sound check. Yeah. SE. I think that's a good short. It's fading. Guys, Fitbit's going to make me suffer here. It still looks good. It's just pulling back slowly. It's got some real support at 40 cents. I went from being up 100 to down 100. Just because I didn't want to hit the bid. That's how you can lose dollars for pennies. Qs are turning up, which is positive for the markets. I'm going to put a stop on Fitbit. And oh, look, Fitbit came back. Thank goodness. I was about to put a stop on it. My mental stop is below $30, but it's a little far away. Good thing it came back. Good cover on Macy's. John, you should also sell some MMKD, or Mankind came back quite a bit. I would dump some MMKD, guys. I don't think that, I mean, it may come back, but I would sell a little bit of it just in case it doesn't. Guys, Fitbit looking great. If it triggers back above this move, this is a 1, 2, 3 on the 5-minute. I don't think it's going to break out to new highs. I think it may pull back one more time. But I do think that this chart is shaping up the way we would want it to shape up. If it breaks back above 30.50, QID, yeah. Smith & Wesson, guys, is fine. SWHC is doing good. I may nibble on a little bit of this. It just triggered on the 5-minute. This is a trender. I got it. I don't like my price. I'm gonna have to just hold on to my arms of my chair and hopefully it trends and breaks out. But if it breaks to new highs, I'm fine. I'm gonna put a stop on this down about 50 cents. So I'm gonna take about $50 worth of risk on this. I'm going to add another set of shares. My entry price is terrible. What am I going to do? I didn't send the order right. Guys, watch Fit. This is like where it usually breaks out. I'm also going to put a stop on Fit underneath that low probably. Guys, look at Dr. J. What a champ. Made money on Checkpoint, KO, Verizon, BAC, and out. Now all he's got to do is stop trading. Watch Fitbit, guys. And SWHC. The low of the day on Fitbit is 29.84. It's a little too far away for me to want to hold that. I'm probably gonna have to cut it and take partial loss on this. It looks like a bull flag though, and that's why I'm holding off. SWHC, guys. Even my bad entry turned out to be a good entry. That's because the stock is in a strong uptrend. Now, the only thing I did wrong with SWHC is I didn't buy it quick enough on the pullback. I'm going to try to buy a little bit more of this. I did get filled. I bid in. My entry price is not bad, but not great. I'm going to try to work up to 300 shares of this stock. I just don't want to get it. It should trend. So I don't want to get it, just buy 300 at the high. I'm going to try to just buy it on pullbacks as it goes up and try to stay in my position. Because if I buy it all at 27 and it goes down, then I'm exposing myself to a lot of risk, like it just did. It just pulled back. KSS starting to turn back up. I still like KSS. Low, higher low. This is about to trigger on KSS. I'm going to buy a little bit of this too. SWHC. I'm going to try to grab on some more shares. KSS just started going up. I do think KSS needs to break $50 in order for it to really get up and go. What another 100 on KSS. So right now, guys, my KSS and SWHC trade are financing my shitty Fitbit trade, which was profitable. All I had to do was take the profit, and I didn't. So it should have been that is a mismanaged trade for me. This is a 3-bar pullback on a buy setup. Problem is that it rejected daily resistance, and I got 17 cents and I puked this baby out. KSS is going, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna put on KSS. I'm gonna sell some here. If I can. Just sold some. Okay, so I sold some of the I sold the KSS. Okay, I made a little bit of money for myself. Hopefully that keeps me in my, I'm going to try to buy some more SWHC on the pullback. I could have sold some when it shot up to 40. Now, if Fitbit puts in a reversal bar, I will buy another 100 shares, but I'm kind of at my limit here. I'm down 50 cents on 400 shares. I don't want to puke it out because this is still technically not stopped. I just got too heavy and I didn't take profit when I should have. I'm watching KSS to buy the pullback. Uh-oh, Fitbit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alert. There it goes. That's why you have to put on stops, guys. That is my stop out point. I sold 100. I'm going to wait and see if it bounces because it's already past my stop. Questioning whether this is a washout or not. I hate that frigging watch. I'm just kidding. There's nobody to blame for this not being the green trade but myself. I actually bought my shares back. I don't like the fact that I got stopped out there. I'm going to put my stop at 29.79. My opinion is that that was a stop out. SWHC, I'm going to put an offer out on this. I may be too late. Guys, Fitbit still looks good. It's got a long bottoming tail. I felt that was a stop out, stop run. If it triggers back up, Fitbit's fine. I'm just going to put my stop market at 20. The low of the day was 29.78. My stops are getting rejected though. Not a great. I'm just going to have to sit here and watch it. Watch Smith & Wesson. All right, guys, I'm done with Fitbit. I'm reducing my position. Nothing I did on the stock except for the initial trade was good. Smith & Wesson going, guys. Smith & Wesson breaking out to the upside. I'm going to hold on to this little bit of Fitbit in case it comes back. I got 100 shares. I got 200 now. I'm going to put my stop on there. Guys, Smith & Wesson working great, doing exactly as planned. And I sold 100 shares. I made 23 bucks on that. I'm going to have to clean up the Fitbit mess with the trade that's working, which is Smith & Wesson. The other one that worked was KSS. Made $35 on KSS. And by the way, guys, Fitbit, I bought 200 shares. Still down 50 cents. It does look okay. I will put my shares back on, but I now have to clean up a $258 mess. Smith & Wesson pressing the highs. This stock is a trender, and it's a blue sky breakout, so there's really no reason for me to rush to sell it. The only thing I got to do, though, is I do have to cut my Fitbit if it keeps going down. I think Smith & Wesson breaks out here. That's why I'm holding on to it. Sold 100. I think it's going to go higher. I just don't want to have. I have too much of a loss in Fitbit for me not to. If I didn't have the loss on Fitbit, I would just put a stop on it and let it run. But I have to manage my loss in Fitbit to keep my day green, or try to get it green rather. And now I'm glad I did because Smith & Wesson's pulling back. Hopefully any of you guys that had the FEYE sold some into the highs. It's probably going to be a pause day now. Watch Fitbit, though, because this thing could turn around and run like the Dickens. I don't know. It has not broken support, which was right there. It did take all my stops, however. Guys, I'm looking to buy SWHC again. I'm going to buy it right here at the whole number. I had to buy some right there. I have another bid to buy more at the whole number at 2601, but I wasn't fast enough in putting in the order. I'm waiting for Fitbit to trigger on the 5-minute back. It's got a green reversal bar. Okay, so now I want it to trigger on the 5-minute, which means it's got to get above 29.90 for me to want to buy another 200 shares. Smith & Wesson, I just got filled on it. I feel really confident on Smith & Wesson. By the way, guys, I've lost everything I made yesterday because of my not taking profit on Fitbit while I was there and turning a winner into a loser. So trading lesson 1 of 2016. Smith & Wesson looking good. Remember, it's got to get above that moving average on the 1-minute. Let's take a look at CHK. CHK, guys, continues to go higher. Every day, CHK is gapped down. You know, guys, isn't CHK the one that, like, I don't know who it was, but one of the guys, I don't remember who it was, but somebody invested in the company. Fitbit looking good, guys. Look at Fitbit. Okay, Fitbit triggered above the 5-minute high. Shook out all the weak hands like me. It needs to get above this number here at 23. Not 30, 30, 30, 90. And Smith & Wesson also doing what it's supposed to. Watch Fitbit, guys. This was a good setup. Now, if I didn't puke out this stock, there was a chance that I could have held it, but I wanted to show proper trade management, but such is life. I'd rather contain my losses than keep a streak that is not sustainable. So my entry on Fitbit is at 30.32, which is only a few cents higher. Okay, so I only needed to go 15 cents to get to break even on the $80 that I'm down. And then I needed to go up to, if I get anywhere close to the high of the day, I'm sitting pretty, but I'm not sure if it's going to get there. Watch Smith & Wesson. 1 second, guys. Screw myself. No, this daughter was, my wife. Well, she doesn't, so apple don't fall off on the tree. Well, that was an unsuccessful get up to go open the door. Smith & Wesson plummeting. Shit happens. What are you going to do? Fitbit doing better. Guys, watch Fitbit. If Fitbit breaks above 30.20, this thing shoots up. There's really nothing to stop it up until about 30.60. Fitbit's struggling a little bit here. I've been Fitbitted again. I've been bitten by Fitbit. We'll see if it puts in a higher low, low, higher low, and then breaks through that high at 30.20. We call that being fit-bitten. Smith & Wesson looking great. I'm going to add to that. I'm also going to put my targets out right away because I need to book some profit here. $500 is my my risk for the day. And if I get near there, I'm just going to close positions and call it quits because my Fitbit trade threw off my rhythm, and it's never come back. So let me explain technically what happened on this chart. So when it didn't, what I saw was this is called mirage trading. Okay, what I wanted to see and what I saw was a $31 breakout. Okay, so if it breaks out above $31, it's got clear air all the way up to 34 bucks. Okay, now what happened in reality was it hit 31, rejected off of 31, so that's top tick Willie. I should have sold up there or even sold here. So instead I saw a 1, 2, 3 continuation instead of a rejection on the daily. Now Fitbit may come back tomorrow and it may come back even later today. But already my risk is far greater than I would have liked it to be. And now whatever the reward is, because even if it goes from 20, my entry price is at $30.32. I'm already down 30 cents on this trade. And if it goes back to break even, I'm happy. And if it goes up to 30.60, 30.50, 30.60, then I'm sitting pretty. But in the worst case, most likely what's going to happen is I'm going to get stopped out and I'm going to have a loss. In terms of SWSH, I like that trade a lot better, but realize that I'm, buying a stock that's way up on the day and I'm not sitting in a great risk position. I lose another $100, I have to close this one, which may be a winner later in the day. So good lesson, second day into 2016. Now why? I made $330 on this account. Yep. So no, look, I got to close. There's no way I can't do anything. Even if now I'm already over my risk. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to reduce my size, put stops on them, and then hope, which is not trading. Hoping is not trading. Fortunately, SWHC bounced. Okay, but I still got to close my position because I'm over my 500. So what I'm doing is I'm just managing out of my trades. Fortunately for me, I'm not over my risk limit. Some of these positions came back. Fitbit going down again. My stop is right here. SWHC coming back. Okay, Fitbit stopped out, guys. Game over for SWHC. 5:02. Okay, I'm done for the day. Unfortunately, I didn't want it to happen this quickly, and it shouldn't have happened actually since I was up initially in Fitbit. But those are the breaks for trading. Some days you just gotta manage your risk and know that it's not a good day for you to trade. I am going to continue trading. This was my demo account, my demonstration account, not demo. It's a live account, it's real money. But at the end of the day, I still have to manage my risk. All right, everybody. I will be back later. I'm going to go get some coffee. And hopefully my afternoon and my swing account and my other trades do better than my morning trading did.